I used to be a supporter of Trump, but I'm having some second thoughts about that because, I just really feel like, he is doing a lot of things that are not in favor of the Black community. And I wanted to get your take on that. What do you think
Like what?
about
Give
this
me one
whole?
example of something he's doing against the black community, and I'll give my take on it.
Well, I would like to know what you think about this whole segregation thing that he implemented as far as making that noun legal to segregate.
Well, I think it's fake news. Um, with the whole legal segregation thing, Trump's not for segregation, but honestly, I think that segregation should be allowed. I actually think that forced integration was a mistake. I think that a business should be able to have who they want in their establishment, and the market should determine whether or not it's a good idea. But for the government to step in and tell you who you have to allow in your business, I just don't think that that's right. So that's my take on it. I mean, I feel like if you're a black business owner and you want to only have black people allow your business, that should be your prerogative, and the same should go for every other race, including whites. I think a lot of black people want segregation anyway. I've had plenty of black people tell me that they actually support segregation. My own mom wants segregation. She's always she was complaining to me about how she was like, whenever somebody comes out to fix my TV, they're always white. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is the problem with that? That's weird, a weird gripe to have. This is a fucking country where you can have anybody come work on your shit. Last time I checked, they not allowed to discriminate people based on race. But if you want that, then let's just go ahead and bring back segregation. So, I don't even think that Trump is that extreme, but if he was, I wouldn't have an issue with it.
Okay, and how do you feel about this, the whole South African thing, the migration of him bringing the white South Africans to America? How do you feel about that?
Well, with the whole idea of letting people into the country, I personally am not an advocate for that in general. But considering what's going on, I think it was only about like less than 100 people that he invited from South Africa. I feel like that small mass of people actually do deserve to have the safety of America, considering they're literally in South Africa advocating for the mass murdering of white people. Like, it's documented. I've seen the videos. That shit is insane. So, though I have this overall take that people shouldn't just be allowed into the country, given this very particular circumstance, and again, given the fact that it's only a small subsect of people, I think that that was a good thing to do overall. But the country doesn't need to be getting invaded. That I don't agree with at all. And unfortunately, people like Kamala Harris just think any and everybody should be able to come over here, and we should pay for it. And that's crazy. I think we should be able to check out circumstances and make exceptions for sure with given this situation with South Africa, but just overall, just letting the country be open, that's not right.
Okay. Well, I do agree with you on that part as well. I do believe that, if you want to come to this country, you need to come here the right way
Yes.
and it needs to be legal. No one should be able to just enter in just because they want to. So I do agree with you on that. I'm just still a little bit, kind of up in the air, I guess, about my whole support, but it is still early and I guess I'll just have to see, how things go within, the next year or so with Trump being in the office. But that was just,
Yeah. No,
all that
I was
I
gonna say,
wanted
I really,
to.
yeah, that's definitely something that I'm doing. Also, just keeping my eyes peeled, because this is my first time I actually like voted for a Republican. I really was never paying attention to politics prior to about 2023. So this is really my first big election, and I'm just observing it. And I have my pros and cons, but I think that overall, given him versus Kamala, I mean, it was a no brainer. But we can, as you can see, people on the right can have criticisms of their parties and have a real conversation, as opposed to just getting really hot and hostile because you dare question the leader. Like, that's just ridiculous. So yeah, I appreciate your questions, and yeah, I hope that you stay in my chat.
Yes, and I appreciate you, having me up here. And I will drop to the comments and I'll listen more. I do. I like that we can both agree on things and have a very civil and very intelligent conversation. So
Yes.
thank you for that. Thank you for
Thank
having me
you.
up
Yes,
here.
yes. Thank you. All right.
You're
All
welcome.
right. See this is how you come on my stream, okay? If you're gonna come up and talk to me, be respectful. Be cool, okay? OMG Becky, you're cool. You're cool. You're cool.